What's up, guys? CliffBeats, no script, off the rip. I don't know if you guys heard yet. I'm sure you guys are way ahead of me, but I've been trying to tell you this back in like January or February that Eminem does have an album dropping this year. I never heard anything, but I've been hearing things through the grapevines throughout the industry that he does have an album. Last night, Dr. Dre actually confirmed that he's going to be listening to M's album for the first time today. Actually, it's going to be today because this was filmed yesterday. I have a little clip here if you want to check it out. I'll watch it with you guys really fast. It's only a minute long and it looks like it was recorded on somebody's fucking TV, but we're going to check it out. Yeah, let's see what he has to say about it. But yeah, that's what I heard. People have been sending it to me left and right. I woke up to it this morning, but I've been trying to tell you guys he's got an album coming. Everyone's like, no, he doesn't. It's just the 25th anniversary. I'm like, dude, why don't you just listen to me and trust me? Have I let you down yet when I leaked the Benzino footage? Could you just calm down and just trust me? Whatever. Don't believe I'm a fucking ghostwriter or whatever. I don't give a shit. Just listen to me. How the hell do I know so much shit then? Ask yourself that question. Then all of a sudden, Dr. Dre goes on Jimmy Kimmel and says this.
He headed back home. Is he on this album with you guys?
Did he do something? I could get him to do it.
You could get him to do it. Are you?
Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you right
please.
now. Eminem is working on his own album, which is coming out this year, and And I actually talked to him, and he said it was okay for me to make that announcement right here on this show.
Oh wow!
And as we know, Jimmy Kimmel and Eminem go back a little bit.
So he has an album coming out. I've got songs on it, and it's fire. I'm actually going to hear the entire album for the first time tomorrow, and he holds his music close to his chest. So I haven't heard everything. I haven't even heard everything complete that I've done, but I'm going to hear it, and he's putting out an album this year.
So what he means by that, like, I haven't heard everything complete that I've done, which means that they were sending verses back and forth. So M was probably showing Dre beats or things that he was doing or an idea. Dre would turn around and either, sprinkle his production on it or work on his own writing. We all know that M does help with a lot of ghostwriting for Dr. Dre. So I'm sure that he had to go off of reference tracks and stuff like that as well. But I hope Dre has been putting pen to pad and doing his own thing too, man. I mean, Dre is one of the greatest. You say whatever you want, but yeah, man. I've been trying to say this is coming, and I can't wait. I'm fucking stoked, dude.
Everything complete that I've done, but I'm going to hear it, and he's putting out an album this year.
Oh, so you actually haven't heard, because I know you typically are very careful with your stuff. So
I'm hands-on. There's things that I have to mix that I've done, but I get a chance to hear the album in its entirety.
Can I ask you guys, when you
see, there's things I've mixed in that I've done. So exactly what I just said. So he's been mixing down, which means engineering, production, then these things that he's done. So I'm sure that he's been writing a little bit as well.
You're sitting there, Snoop, Curtis, you're sitting there and you're playing something for Dre for the first time. What are you looking for reaction-wise?
I'm watching. I just like I'm not paying attention, and I'm just watching him the whole time.
Snoop, are you?
He said, I'm not paying attention. I'm just watching him the whole time. Hey, but I mean, like, I just wanted to make this really quick video just to show you that this is coming, guys. So I've been trying to give you a little bit of a heads up. Not saying I'm anything special by any means, but I did try saying that Eminem does have an album coming. I had people fighting me in the comment sections like, no, it's just the 25th anniversary, this, and that. And I'm like, no, like, he's got an album coming. It's coming down the pipeline. Like, I've heard word, not saying I have people in shady camp. I'm not saying I do or I don't. I'm just saying I know people. Eminem's music does not get leaked, though. It rarely ever get leaked. And there was too many coincidences with the Slim Shady 2 merch and shit like that. And even if you go to his page, they got some like little hidden meanings and messages. It's what he does. He leaves Easter eggs everywhere. Everywhere there's Easter eggs. Even if you go watch the Lyrical Lemonade video, there's even more Easter eggs, which was like, I want to go back and watch it. I personally believe it's going to be the Slim Shady 2. I believe that's what it's going to be. Or it could be the final Eminem show. It's going to be one of the two. That's what I personally believe. It'll be the Slim Shady 2. or it'll be the final Eminem show, which would make sense to me. For those complaining about Eminem and all this shit, like, dude, he's been in this game and on top of the game for 30 years, almost 30 years now. 26 years, 27 years, 26 years. I have a feeling even up until the day, like, even when M quits rapping, I promise you, I know how it is to be a musician and be stuck and love it and do it no matter what. Like, even if tomorrow I just stopped writing music and say I just went full time social media, podcasting, video gamer, challenging Ninja 1v1, I'd still be writing music. I'd still be putting out music probably by myself publicly until I'm fucking 80 years old if I live to be that long. Once it's in your blood, you can't really get out of it. I mean, we've heard so many artists over time say, "Oh, I'm quitting rap. I'm quitting rap." They don't quit. They take a break. They take a hiatus, and they go, "This is what the fuck I do. I'm a lion. I can't pretend to be a fucking panda." So just like I said, appreciate it when it comes, and I can't wait to see what it is. I'm sure it'll be like a surprise drop, and I'm going to tell you this right now for anybody watching my channel for the first time. The moment it drops, I will have my notifications on. I will be right here for every damn song in one sitting. I'll record them all individually and upload as I go, but we're going to check them all out. So be sure to like and subscribe. Show love to Eminem, and I know we can't wait. I can't wait for the goddamn fucking album. I can't wait. It's been, what, like 4 years? I can't wait. Wait, 3 years. Right? It's been 3 years. 2021 he dropped. Someone the other day said it's been the longest time since we've waited for an Eminem album. I don't think so. Depends on what you're counting. And 2005 to 2009 is 4 years. So yeah, 2000, around the same time, I guess. But I mean, he just put out 2 bangers. He put out Kamikaze banger, right? You can say whatever the fuck you want. I thought Revival was a fucking banger. People shit all over that album. I thought the album was fired. Do you still believe? Like, I mean, there's so many songs on that album. Then he put out Kamikaze, just completely slaughter the industry, right? And then you got Music to Be Murdered By. Then Music to Be Murdered By Side B. I don't know what else you want from this man. On top of giving you the Eminem show, giving you the Marshall Mathers LP, the Slim Shady LP. Encore wasn't the biggest fan of. I'm not going to lie. Relapse wasn't the biggest fan of. Now I go back and I listen to Relapse and I'm like, oh, that was dope. But there's still some songs on there I have a hard time digesting. And I can see why Eminem goes, like, I go back and I cringe when I listen to it because there are moments, whereas if I was listening to that, of course, it's better than anything I'd probably put out because it's Eminem, but I'm also being biased because I'm a fan. But there were songs on there like I could not stand. Like I couldn't do it. Like when I heard, I'm keeping it a buck with you. When I heard like Buffalo Bill up in those hills, Buffalo Bill up in those hills, I was like, oh my God, dude, please stop. What's happening? I went from I'm Slim Shady, I'm back, I'm back to Buffalo Bill up in those hills. I was like, what is happening here, man? Then when I heard the here comes the rain, it's under now, run to now. I was like, there you go. There's Eminem. Like that's when I was like, thank you. He's still there. And keep in mind when this was happening, that's when the warning shot came out from Mariah, the warning. And when I heard that diss track, I was like, he's still there. So why is he playing with these cadences? I was like, it's all still right there. When I heard that diss, I was like, I'm so confused. I was like, why? And now I understand. He was playing with the concept album. At the time, I was young and naive. But you gotta remember, I guess maybe I had a bitter taste in my mouth because of Encore. And I was like, he's fucking around. Like, again, he said on Encore, I was on drugs. Relapse, I was flushing them out. So he was just going through his own personal shit and using it as a form of therapy. I can't knock that. I just showed you guys some of the worst music I ever made from when I was fucking 15 to 22 years old, and it was complete trash. I showed it for the world to see during a live stream. I made a video about it before, too. That shit is garbage. That shit is trash. But you got to go through these fucking weird-ass steps to get to where you are. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Proof that Eminem has an album dropping this year. I mean, Dr. Dre said, hey, Eminem gave me the nod to announce it here on the show. So I would expect it to be dropping very soon. I thought maybe March, but now it's looking like probably May. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden this Friday you just get an album. If Dre's listening to it right now, I mean, he's letting ears hear it, which means other people are going to hear it, which means it's going to leak fairly fast if he doesn't drop it. So I would say get ready for probably before the end of this March if I had to put my money on it, but I could be wrong. I love you guys. There you have it. Be safe, be ready, and just know that I'm always here for you if you need me. All my socials are linked down below. I love you guys. Stay safe. I'm out of here. I can't wait to check this out, too. I can't wait to see if he goes the Slim Shady route. It sounds like he is, because with what he did with the whole bringing back the Benzino shit, doing the Doomsday Part 2 and rapping over Role Model, if you're rapping over your own Role Model beat, which I get it was on Doomsday, but still it makes me think the Slim Shady LP. And then also the merch alone was the Slim Shady LP 2. And it's in like bloody red, but it's right there in front of your face. That's what I think is coming. I'm like 80-20% to, no, I'm more than that. I'm like 90 to 10% Slim Shady 2 versus like the final Eminem show. My final prediction. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know. And are you excited? I love you guys. Be safe.